I have been ghost hunting on YouTube for 3 years, and this is what I've found. I believe in ghosts, or at least I did. When I was a kid, I thought I saw them. Weird little moments that stuck with me for the rest of my life. Then along came a TV show called Most Haunted, and I was hooked. And so in 2003 I started to go out ghost hunting. Started hanging around the local haunted places, going to abbeys, abandoned houses, anywhere with a draft and a ghost story. I paid for events. I sat in cold dark rooms with strangers shouting into the void. Is anybody there? Can you hear me? Can you give me a sign? And I genuinely believed that something would happen. And then 3 years ago, I started my YouTube journey. And like many that have come before me, I started with reaction videos, reacting to spooky videos. Let's take a look. Ghost pushes baby over. What? What? Is that somebody hanging? She has no reflection off the infrared like they do. I'll tell her to walk back to where she is. And according to the internet, paranormal activity was happening everywhere. Shadows, demons, poltergeists, ghosts, doing circuits, incredible stuff. And then the wheels fell off. Because none of their ghost hunts looked like mine. How were they getting more activity in 5 minutes than I've had in 20 years? And so with my experiences and what I was seeing on video, I did the sensible thing. I switched to debunking. And I started investigating again. But this time, properly.
No. I heard it. Was it just now? Is my stomach?
No, it's really like far away. I heard what sounded like a drip, and then you all went, did you hear that? It was literally like a blimp up there, but by the time it's reverb down here, it's probably sounding higher pitched. Have any of you read the thing at the beginning of this corridor?
Ghost passage?
No, the bit underneath it.
What's it say?
That this was created for echoes.
Ah.
Position.
In after a house and scratch the door, please respect. Scratch me. Get me. Ooh. I am mocking because I'm pretty sure I know who brought this doll here. And they said there was not a story and somebody's added this after the fact. So... And I've got a CCTV camera trained on it as well. Just a little experiment there.
And I discovered something, that there were a very, very small group of creators whose experiences, or more accurately, their lack of experiences, they matched mine. I used things like the K2, cat balls, REM pods, dowsing rods, spirit boxes, Ovilus devices, Ouija boards. Basically, if it had LEDs, I used it. I didn't care what the readings meant, as long as it flashed, it was cool. Only mine never flashed as much as anyone else's. And the people I met across this journey, theirs didn't flash or beep as much as anyone else's. If someone pulled out a Ouija board, I was already sat there despite having some weird fear of Ouija boards because of a bad experience when I was a kid.
Communication board is now open for you to come forward.
Could you give us a name, please?
Could you go to a number to show how many of you there are here?
Or is any of the Bedford family with us? So if there's anyone here with us, can you move this planchette, please? I've been in seances where people are opening themselves up, like one of those TV shows very late at night that you call into. And after all of that, mostly nothing. Yeah. 6 visits to the home of the UK's most violent poltergeist, 30 East Drive.
That's the one thing that we really want to happen this evening.
With us. If you are, Gene, can you get that to flash? We'd really appreciate it.
We thought it was the girls that were here last night.
Of it, you'll see it light up. Knocks and bangs downstairs that we didn't get yesterday.
And across all of that time, well, 2 nights of anything worth noting. Oh yeah, we did have a pram roll down the stairs. Interesting? Yes. Proof of a violent poltergeist throwing things around? No. 6 trips. The quietest, most violent poltergeist I've ever heard. The ancient Ram Inn.
I'm going to go with again wrong. We have James.
Hi guys.
And all the way down there, we have Rian.
Hi guys.
Hi guys, I'm back at the ancient Ram Inn, and I'm here with all the other people that say ghosts are full of shit.
No, I believe.
You liar. Well, he has jumped a few times.
Full of shit.
So we've got Mythos.
Alright.
We've got the side-eye guy. And we got Dandal.
Hello.
Known for its entities, its demons, its voices just passing through the walls. An incubus and a succubus that the previous owner claimed attacked him. People getting attacked, falling over and developing alopecia because it was so scary to them. And I encountered dust and the cold. What shocked me most about the ancient Ram Inn wasn't how haunted it was, but how quiet it was. Hundreds of years old, yet barely a creak. No floorboard pops. It was bizarre. No incubus, no succubus. Just cold air and floorboards that refused to be dramatic. Shrewsbury Prison, gorgeous, atmospheric, perfect for ghost hunting. Until you add in certain other paranormal teams that have got a little bit more, let's just call it enthusiasm, shall we? They were experienced investigators. Experienced investigators with LED gadgets everywhere. The place was lit up like Christmas. People shouting into the night, contaminating the entire investigation for everyone. And somehow they convinced themselves that it was paranormal. It wasn't. The Jamaica Inn, one of my favourite places that I visited on this journey.
Hi guys, so it's about 2 AM. Done the museum. We've hung about in the rooms, but we didn't really record much because we were just chatting, hoping maybe something would happen.
Incredible history, incredible atmosphere, a zero activity. But I'll absolutely go back, of course I will. It feels haunted, even when it's not. During an investigation at an abandoned care home with Exploring the Entity, I heard a voice right next to my ear. Shh. While we were talking about, is it the time for the residents to go to sleep? Incredibly profound for me at the time.
Did you hear something behind you then, Peter?
Yeah.
But we didn't capture enough to draw conclusions. We couldn't definitively say that this was the voice of a ghost. We couldn't claim that it was the voice of an apparition captured on camera. But in the moment, it certainly felt like it was. The 4 crosses across 2 investigations. The first investigation, nothing. A ghost could have walked through that place in flip-flops and we wouldn't have heard it.
Every story ever told has some element of truth to it.
But the second visit, a very sceptical team, and all of us shared the same thing several times. What sounded like a woman moaning.
I mean, the theories are...
I just heard that.
And the audio proves that we heard something, but it doesn't prove exactly what we heard because it doesn't sound the same as what we heard in real time. Went to the Jumanji Demon House. The place is called the Demon House by certain people. There were poltergeist activity reported, bottles being thrown. I went and a piece of sandpaper moved and we did hear what could have been a disembodied voice from downstairs. This again was captured on audio, but we couldn't conclusively say that it wasn't a neighbour's voice carrying in. We tried to debunk it. We didn't run, scream and shout. There's somebody underneath us. Footsteps. I heard footsteps as well. And here's why I stopped doing abandoned buildings. During a shoot, now infamously known as Spoongate, 3 rather angry Irish fellas turned up, brandishing shillelaghs, what effectively are Irish sports bats. They confronted us at the location and threats were made, serious threats were made. We were chased off to our vehicles and luckily nobody was hurt.
Get out! Get the f*** out now!
Put the head in the tree. We see you around here again. I'm not joking. I'll take the head off you. You say you was lucky we didn't take the heady. I'm not joking.
That threat was real, and honestly, real danger is far scarier than any ghost. So if the paranormal is real, it's rare. So rare, in fact, that capturing it reliably may just be impossible. That's if it exists. And that's why so many of these channels fake it. It's not just because they're greedy, but because reality doesn't trend. These last 3 years have brought me friendships that I never expected. I've collaborated with genuinely honest channels. I've been invited to paranormal conventions to speak, even as a debunker. And I've just been nominated for 2 awards at the GPN Parameet. So exactly what did I find after 3 years of investigating like a YouTube paranormal investigator or ghost hunter? Calm, mostly boring, beautifully real truth and friendships. The investigations will continue. The debunking will continue. The learning continues. Never stop learning, as Kenny Biddle says every week without fail. And maybe one day, if I'm really, really lucky, paranormal will actually show up. But until then, I'll keep the cameras rolling. I'll keep investigating. I'll keep debunking. I'll be keeping the lights on. I'll keep working with the IR and the night vision, and I'll keep the honesty flowing.